Hey, good news. So I just released my game today. It's called Military Industrial Co. It's a World War II game where you start out with a small company and a few factories, and it's part tycoon, part strategy. It starts right at the beginning of World War II, and you grow your factory and you continue building more and more military weapons and vehicles, and basically you grow your business. Um, there's historical events, there's different events each time you play, so each time it's hopefully different. The game, if you play through the whole thing, it's about half an hour to an hour. Um, but right when you get started into it, you start with your small business, and all the game mechanics are there right away. It's a completely free game. It does have ads, but it's free game. Try to make it as fun as possible. I think it's a pretty fun game, but I'm definitely a little bit biased from working on it. Um, Yeah, anyways, I found out a couple things. This is my first Android Google Play Store release, and I found out like a couple things that I didn't really expect, and I just thought I'd kind of go through some of them, just as sort of tips for other people that maybe are going to release their game for the first time. Um, so, first thing I found was it's actually kind. Google sometimes has super easy to use tools and functionality, but sometimes they're way more complex than they need to be. And releasing a new app for the first time, I think, is one of those cases where it turns out to be like a 20-step process, which it's not so bad now that I've gone through it. I understand why it's like a 20-step process. But going through it the first time can be a bit of trouble because you kind of have to jump around like to 5 different places and fill out all these things. So I'll leave a link to a video tutorial that I followed that I followed everything in the tutorial, and it worked completely fine to get my first app released. One thing that I noticed was that it took like 3 to 4 hours for it to finally publish, but I did find some research that said like if you release the game in alpha state first and then you publish a release, it only takes like 10-15 minutes, so I'll have to try that for a future release or a future game. I also found out there was like a developer like early access program where you could get people to test your game in early access, and they would know like your game's in development. And I did apply to that like about a week ago, and I never heard back from them, so they must get a ton of requests for that, so I wasn't able to do that. There was like a beta mode as well, but I I didn't really want to look too much into that. Um, I wanted to get this game out there um, and get user feedback, and then move on to the next game. Um, anyways, I don't know how well it'll do. The next thing I'm thinking about is like, how do I promote this? One small way is like through these videos. It does promote it, but it's to more of a game development crowd. But it's still promotion in some way, even though um, the audience is smaller. Doing that. Another way I was thinking of doing like promotion was like, well, let me see if I could find out ways to do free promotion first. So I think I'm gonna like search forums, and just post about my game there. Say like, hey, it's a free game if you're interested in tycoon strategy World War II games. Like here it is. So I think I'm gonna try that, and then I also think I'm gonna try to, uh, you know, message a couple of like gaming blogs and stuff like that, and maybe they'll write a post about it so I could get free gameplay that way. And then after I do those, I might try some paid advertising, like in-app advertising stuff. But I'm just gonna try a small amount on that because I really don't know how well that works, and I don't want to spend necessarily too much on it. I mean, if it works, then I'll keep spending on it through paid ads. But I guess I'll do that as sort of a trial run next and see what happens. Yeah, but after that, do have my next game kind of prototyped in the works, so I should have a video on that, in the next week or few weeks or so. Pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about this game. Please go check it out, download it, give it a try. It's free. Yeah. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching.